Welcome back to Evermoor. We are once again underwater building a theater this time. This city is probably 50% complete, but that also means there is still a lot of work to be done. Naturally, we can't start any new project without digging a giant hole in the ground. It seems to be a given at this point for how many projects I've had to do this for. But on the plus side, it is a very relaxing task, even if it can take a long time. I do find it quite enjoyable. I do have to dig down for a lot of these buildings just so I can make them bigger, because there's only so much ocean to work with. And for this area, I have two different staircases going down, so it's a little more symmetrical of an entrance. Once I have that all cleared out, I can do a basic outline of the building itself, then start to fill it in with all of the other details. A lot of these buildings I do make up as I go, but since I've built so many others in the city, I just base the design or color palette on the other buildings that already exist. But a lot of it is still trial and error, just figuring out what looks good. There's not much to say about the exterior. You can see it's quite simple. There's really not much to it. I mean, it did take a long time, but the design itself is very simplistic. Moving on to the inside, I need to clear out the area for the auditorium and stage, and I did cheat a little bit. I built the stage into a neighboring hill as opposed to housing it within the exterior walls. The number one annoying thing about building underwater, as you will know from watching my live streams, is just trying to make sure everything is waterlogged. And the only trick to that really is having lots of buckets of water and lots of ice. Ice is also very helpful for trying to waterlog the ceilings of a building that have running water on them. There might still be some spots I've missed, but so far this building is looking pretty good. The main interiors are done, but now we have the stage to deal with, and right now I'm just going to dig out the basic area. I'm not going to build the stage just yet, because we've got some bigger plans for it. Let's take a break from the time lapse and just look at what we have going so far. It is mostly done at this point. But I wanted to fly around or swim around. I do feel like I'm flying sometimes underwater. It's strange. We're gonna swim around and see what we have so far. Obviously, the outside is very plain. Hoping to decorate that some more later on. In the main entrance, I was thinking it would be cool to do a banner in here of some kind showing, oh, what's playing at the theater. But unfortunately, we can't do banners or anything like banners underwater, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this wall. I can't hang a painting, I can't really do much of anything. So, I don't know, maybe we'll just put some kind of trapdoor wall art and just pretend it's a sign of some sort or a banner. We'll have to be creative with how we handle that. There's not much on the outside lobbies of this theater. There are some little things I want to fix, namely that wall. See how it goes up? I don't like that. I'm gonna smooth that off and fix that. But yeah, these sides are pretty much the exact same thing. They're really empty. You just got the staircase that goes up to the balcony, which we can go up there now. I know I have a staircase when you don't even need to use it. You just swim everywhere. Up here in the balcony, seats go all the way back to here. You can still see the stage, but the stage is very, very empty. That is what we still need to work on. So it's a very small theater. I was hoping it would be bigger than this, but once you start building something in survival, you think an area is really big, but once you start laying out the building and getting it figured out, it turns out to be much smaller than I was originally hoping. But in survival, I think it still looks decently large. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and think, what are you talking about, Meg? That's enormous. I'm like, no, not really, not for me. I was picturing something much bigger, but this is fine too for now. As I said, the stage is still very empty, but I have a plan for what we're going to put in there. So I've got some side doors so that we can get backstage. And this is not filled with water, as you can see, because I want to put some frogs in here as the little performers of the stage. It's actually kind of funny that you can't see out of this glass at all, just because there's not much light out there in the theater. I have that portal there, and that's so I can bring the frogs in, because I do have different frogs set up. I'm trying to breed them in different locations around the world, and once I bring them through that portal, I can just release them into the stage area. I had to build it high enough where they couldn't hop back into the portal, so that's why it's built way up there. But I want to create for them a really cute environment to just hop around and something to be entertaining to watch, I guess, if you're sitting out there in the theater. I was hoping I could turn it into some kind of frog light farm, but now I'm thinking that would not work out correctly because I would have to AFK in the nether side, I assume, to get the magma to spawn, so I think it's just going to be just the frogs jumping around. I want to design them a cute little stage though. I need to figure out what I want to do for that. It would be neat if I could get them a little pond to swim in as well as some land to hop around on, but this stage is already kind of small for all of that, unless I made a very shallow pond along the bottom. I don't want to have a pond filling up the whole stage though, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work. This is actually right across from this area where I was planning on building an ice tree about a year ago. I was planning to build that tree at least a year ago and it still isn't done. That's how long it takes me to do any little thing in this world. I think about doing stuff, but then don't get around to it till months or years later. I'm going to show you where I have all the frogs set up. I set up 2 of the types of frogs over here closer to spawn, and then the warmer or white frogs are over there at my jungle base. But I was able to get both the orange and green versions of the frogs over here. I am going to have to AFK here for the frogs to grow up and for me to keep breeding them because I want these to be just a breeding area for the frogs, and then I'll transport the frogs once they're full grown to the stage. But this is actually kind of funny because this is a cold biome, this is a temperate biome, but I think this temperate biome is just this little pocket here and it's surrounded by cold biomes, but it works out. I found a spot with 2 biomes right next to each other where I could breed the frogs and fairly close to some other things on the server. You can see the castle over there. So I think this worked out. I just have to, like I said, AFK here a little bit. Oh, there you go. I need to get a better way of breeding these guys because I don't like keeping that block there for that reason. I'm afraid that they could possibly jump out, and I didn't make this big enough, I don't think, where they won't be able to jump out if I did put a block in the middle. So right now I'm just monitoring them whenever I need them to lay their eggs. This biome is very small here, so unless I built a wall up around them, but it's fine. It's not really that hard to monitor them and then just bring them back if they happen to jump out. Really easy to manage, and I don't mind having it like this. And the other frogs are right over here at my base. These ones too, I'll have to AFK here and get these ones to hatch and grow up. But we've caught a couple frogs here and a watering trader. We actually captured him. I don't know when he's going to leave. I'm sure he will eventually. Right? What I really need to figure out is what to use for the stage and what blocks I want to use and what design I want to do on the stage. I want it to look very natural. I was thinking about doing grass or greenery, but maybe it would be better to do it all with terracotta blocks because then it could look more like a painted set. I'll need something for a sky. Actually, this light blue is not the best for a sky. I think wool might be better suited for that. Maybe I'll use this. I'll just grab 1 stack of that. I might have to experiment with different colors. This can be our grass color. We need brown. Where's the brown? There's the brown. Maybe we can also mix in some wool. I just want it to look very handcrafted. I don't want it to look completely natural. Something for the sun. Glazed terracotta will work well for the sun, but I think I have some of that already handy. And we'll also need some wool probably for at least the curtains and whatever else we want. I don't know if this would be a better sky color than the other blue. I'll try it. It's very bright. I might need more than 2 stacks though. We need something for the white fluffy clouds that might not be there at all. This might be better for dirt. I need a color for the curtains, but I don't know which one I want to use. A lot of the theater is blue and green, but maybe we'll just stick with a classic red for the curtains. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge to try to design without being able to see it from that side. I mean, I could go out there. This is the size we have to work with. I'll see what I can do with a little time lapse, and I will be right back after that. For having just made up this little stage design right on the spot, I don't think it's too bad. I don't know how I feel about all of those glow berries, especially the ones covering the sun, but I do like how it adds a little bit of light toward the top, and it just makes it look more interesting, I guess, even though it's not really realistic to have those glow berries up there. I like this. I like this a lot. So I tried to keep everything looking just like a prop on the stage, so all of the flowers are in flower pots, the trees as well are in pots, to make them look more like a prop that was rolled out onto the stage. Now all we're missing is our little frog performers, but I think I do want to add one more thing to this. I need to add some more ambience to the scene, some more special effects, if you will, because right now we've just got this. I think it needs a little bit of a special effect of a spore blossom. I just need to hang this somewhere where it won't be seen. Maybe toward the top behind that last curtain. I don't know if those particles are going to be visible very well, but let's try it and see. We'll just plop it right there. And let's see if those particles will actually reach all the way down here. Oh, they do! Oh, look at that. Now we've got our special effects. That's probably going to reach outside the stage too. But that's really cool. Got our little special effects going. And now I'm ready to bring some frogs over, but I think I still have to go get them all grown up and keep breeding them. So I might have to go AFK and then I can bring some of the froggies. For some reason, when some of them grew up, they just automatically jumped out. I'm gonna grab a few more though. Let me see, I have to, be very careful not to do that. Not to tie them. Oh, let's hope they don't walk back into those little pens. I don't know if I should do more than 2 at a time. Oh, look at that, that's so cute. All right, I'm gonna leave them over here and try to get some more out. All right, got 1, 2, 3 coming out. I think that's good. All right, those guys came out. Let's destroy that. Another one jumped out. How are they jumping out? Okay, well, we'll take these 5. And then if I need to come back for more orange, I will. Look at them scurrying along. Woo, there they all go. That was really cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got all 5 of you. We are going to this portal over here by the Axolotl Kingdom. That is where the theater is. Look at them go. I think they are raring to go. They seem like they're ready to perform. Now, I don't know how easy it's going to be to get them to hop up here, but let's try it. Once they get in, it shouldn't be a problem, so. Alright. Oh, did they all go through? Looks like they all went in at the same time. Perfect. I get to try to either push them off the edge. Oh no, they're going back through the portal. See, that's the thing I gotta be careful of. Come out this way. Oh, it would be really nice if I could just push them off the edge. Alright, but since I have 4 of them, I'm just gonna fly them down here. Here we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the 5th one went through the portal. And now they've got this whole area to just hop around and have fun. Okay, so they do take a little bit of fall damage coming from there, but that is 9 blocks high, that platform, and I know they can jump up to 8. So it's probably the minimum fall damage that they're taking there. I need to get more orange, and then I need to go to my base and get some white. Okay, that is pretty cute. I don't know, frogs are slowly becoming one of my favorite mobs just because of how cute they walk. I don't know though, it's pretty hard to top foxes. Foxes and allays, still my favorites. Oh, we gotta get you away and then go back through again. What? He really doesn't want to go. Get in there. Alright, this portal is broken. He doesn't seem to want to go in. I don't know if I have to wait for a little bit of time. Yeah, he's just hopping through it. What is the deal? Why aren't you going in the portal? Let's try walking far away from it and then approaching it again. Ready? We gotta get a running start. Ready? Here we go. Look at him run. There he goes. I guess you just need to be far away to kind of reset it. Oh, pigmen. Oh, don't go back in the portal, frog. That is a problem I haven't considered, is the pigmen coming through. I guess if the pigmen want to make a guest appearance on the stage, who am I to stop them? Oh, he actually stayed with me the whole way. I am impressed. Hey, pigmen, join the party. You should go out down there too. You should go on stage. Do it. Okay. Let's get this guy off. Now this is a bit harder to get them through this one because I can't go to the other side of the portal. So I might have to push them. Alright, so now we should have 12 frogs plus 1 pigman that happened to wander in. We'll probably need more than this to really get this place looking very lively and active. I just want frogs everywhere, jumping everywhere. Let me see how it looks from out here in the audience. I love how we also have the glow squid swimming around here, like they are also attending this event. They get to have a sneak peek of what it's like above the surface in the overworld. That is so cute. For some reason, this makes me think of a little Mario game just because of how they're jumping. Oh no, he's jumping from that high platform and taking fall damage down here. That's not good. I don't know how to prevent that. Unless I put some hay bales or something in the front just so they don't accidentally hurt themselves. I mean, I know they take less fall damage than other mobs. I just don't know if they'll regenerate on their own. I guess we'll just keep an eye on them and see. I really love this stage. I think it looks so cute, especially with the frog players on it. That's what their official name is. They're just the Froglight players. This project as a whole has been going on for quite a few weeks, and I think it's really come together. Like I said, I do want to do more with the outside, but I don't know if I'm going to do that in this episode. I might just save that for a future live stream, so if you do want to tune into my live streams that I do every weekend, then I might work on beautifying up the outside some more. But I think I've done enough for this episode. I've gotten this whole theater built on the outside. I've gotten the most adorable stage on the inside. And I might add more to it if anyone has any other ideas of what else we could put in there. Thank you all once again for joining me for this episode of Evermoor. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!